Right then, so I'm really, really happy to have another wonderful lady on the channel today. She has been, her name is Kate. She has been in various MLMs over the years, which she's going to tell us more about. And this is really a cautionary tale for anybody who thinks that this is something this is something that they would ever want to get involved in. Kate has accumulated debt, she has depleted savings, and she's just going to tell us. And Kate, I just want you to talk. I want you to tell me, how did it start? How did you get involved?
Well, I was with Juice Plus. I had a salon at the time.
Yeah.
And one of my clients' brothers came in the salon, and he was doing Juice Plus, and he was
right. It was a man doing Juice Plus.
Yeah, and his upline.
We don't see that often, do we?
Yeah, and his upline was this older lady, which was a really good experience, and I did have a really good experience, but because the product was so expensive, I wanted to get out of it. So then, obviously, Younique launched, and it was all bloody the shiny ball syndrome. And it was amazing, and this girl had got to the top in like a week, this, that and the other, and they were really, really like sort of sugarcoating everything, and you can do this, that and the other, you know. And I took a credit card out to get to a certain status, yellow status.
Is that, did you, because obviously the whole thing is, oh, well, you know, you don't get into, how can you possibly get into debt with these companies? You know, you just buy orders when people order from you. But people don't understand, and this is what I want to get across. People do not understand the psychological pressure. Yes, on paper, you don't get in debt. How can you get in debt? And because on paper, people don't understand the nature of the pressure that reps are put under when you join.
Yeah.
So you join, and this is Younique we're talking about now. You join, you are a white status.
Yes.
And how soon before, I mean, you're obviously expected to start making sales.
Yeah. So I took this credit card out, and I ran up, and I'm still in debt with that credit card, £2,000 debt. And that was,
oh my God,
when it
and
first
over
launched.
What period of time was that? How long did it take you to accumulate that debt?
Straight away. So
you just bought £2,000 worth of products?
Wow.
Yeah, because you're investing in your business, of course.
Yeah, and it was going to be amazing. I was going to like sell loads of products, all these. I at the time when I had my salon, I haven't got my salon anymore. And when I think now, it's devastating really. I used to blame giving the salon up on my children. I used to blame them and think I can't work my salon because of my children. But I really think now it's because I got in debt. Younique, I couldn't afford to pay me overheads in the salon. And I really do think back now, because of that debt and also pushing products on clients.
That would have been annoying for them.
Yeah, I'd take the coat, they'd be sitting the backwash. How's your day? How you been? Yeah. And then I'd be talking about products. I'd be like a vulture on at them about the products. And then I'd wonder they didn't come back. And when I look back now, I think it's because of that situation.
It would have been, wouldn't it? I mean,
Younique.
People avoid their friends. I mean, people cut friendships off, don't they, when their friends become that obsessed with, you know, their MLM. I mean, that's notorious. So somebody who's not even their friend, somewhere where they're going to kind of treat themselves, and then suddenly you're on them. You know, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? They're just not going to come back. But I mean, obviously, you're not a stupid person. Nobody I speak to, you owned your own business, for goodness sake. If you owned your own hair, you owned your own salon, you are a bright lady to start that. You've got ambition, you've got initiative.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to establish is what made you, what position were you in that did you know what an MLM was before you ever got involved in Juice Plus? Or
yes,
you did.
No, never. No, I didn't.
No idea.
No, I didn't know what an MLM was.
You obviously didn't know about like the statistics of most people losing money, because this is what Laura did a poll, and she asked in the group, how many people knew what an MLM was before they joined one. And I think 85. If anyone's wondering, yes, I have to cut the video when one of our kids comes in. That's the score. So I can't even remember where we left off. Back to it. Yes, we did a poll in the group where I think 90 people answered in the end, and 85 out of those 90 people had no idea what an MLM was or pyramid selling or anything before they got involved in the MLM. They were sold it off the back of, look how amazing this is going to be. What were you? I mean, obviously the money sounded good to you.
You just think you didn't have a better life, and you just get brainwashed into to going into it, don't you?
So Juice Plus was your first MLM?
Yes.
And you soon went from Juice Plus to Younique?
Yeah.
Right. And how long were you in Younique for before you realised that this wasn't?
About 2 years. 2 years max. About a year and a half, 2 years.
And that 2 years you were trying to recoup your £2,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what were they saying?
Never paid it.
Never.
To be honest, my upline wasn't that bad. She was all right. She wasn't like Carol, she's terrible. But when I look back, she wasn't that bad really. She was all right, but she went off to Utility Warehouse.
Oh right.
She did, and I went back to Juice Plus.
Right.
And she turned round to me and she basically said, "You're going to be horrified now." She turned round and said, can I do a product swap with you? I was like, what do you mean? She says, well, if you change your gas and electric over to me, I'll buy your products, Juice Plus products, which were like £20. I'm like, why would I swap my gas and electric over for my exchange of products? I was just gobsmacked. I've got that screenshot,
isn't it?
I've got that screenshot.
That's just like, well, because she obviously, that would benefit her really, and it would benefit you in the short term because you'd obviously make a sale, but for her that would be an ongoing thing if you were So I mean, I wonder how many other people she said that to who were that desperate to make sales from their MLM that were just like, oh yeah, okay then, because genuinely there is always an angle to make a sale with the MLM products. There is always an angle, isn't there? Because the products, I mean, there is that many comparison sites. Why do you need Utility Warehouse to do your bills for you? Why do you need Juice Plus when you can go to Holland and Barrett and get Why do you need Younique when you can order any makeup you like online that's a fraction of the price, or you can go down to Boots or Superdrug, which is, by the way, even open in a pandemic, to all your cosmetics that you need. And I mean, this is the whole thing of the MLMs. It's mainly women, mainly cosmetics. They compete in the market because the reps like you, your £2,000, that fed the pyramid. It fed the pyramid, and then every time you tried to make a sale after that, the bulk of that whatever it was, what is it, like 70%, 80%, that feeds the pyramid. That feeds the pyramid. It feeds the millionaire who started the pyramid. So
yes, definitely.
So when you were in Juice Plus, how easy was it to sell Juice Plus? How did you go about trying to sell it?
Promote the lifestyle, the healthy living lifestyle. At first, obviously, I was spamming my Facebook, as you do. Yeah. But then it was like, make it like a secret almost by capturing people in by the lifestyle, like the diet, and this is what they teach you to do. They teach you to promote like this healthy lifestyle, and like my friend, her up was a yoga instructor, and she promotes Juice Plus through yoga. Right. And it's sort of, she doesn't make the product, just the yoga. So she'll like attract the customers
the
through the yoga,
people.
and that's where and that's where she gets her customers.
I've heard a lot
in,
of that with the Temple Spa. The Temple Spa, there's a lady circulates my area, does Temple Spa, and she does it that this kind of like, oh, I'm just a wellness instructor. I want to do a wellness party, any wellness parties, and she'll sort of try and get these women together for wellness parties, and then you do the wellness party, and then it's all Temple Spa, you know. So it's like, you know, it's one of those, always an angle, and I guess they're just the sort of more probably the ones that are a bit more savvy that are using what they've got to try and get it. But then you just think to yourself, it's like you with your salon, you know, these ladies are going to go to these yoga and she thinks, oh, this is great, I'm going to use my yoga to make these sales. But the reality is the ladies who are turning up for her yoga, who are turning up to do yoga, are turning up and getting a sales pitch for Juice Plus. Whilst they're going to sort of make the awkward sales, because I was saying last time about you know, we're British and we feel awkward to be like, oh no, so we'll just out of politeness kind of like buy something off someone because you feel like rude not to. I'll come to your yoga now. I mean, for all you, she's first yoga session free, and when you get there, buy my juice. It's that kind of thing. This is the wellness. It's a it's free wellness. I just want to help everyone. It's like that, isn't it? And because we have got that mentality in this country of like, we can't be rude, well, I've had something for free, I better buy something. In the end, she gets out of it. But how many women would have gone back to her yoga? You know, same as what happened to your salon.
And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because I've got like 20 odd years under my belt in hairdressing, and I feel like I've just wasted. Oh, not wasted, because I can say I've had a salon, and I can say I've done it 11 years. I'm a mum. I've got 3 children. I've built a salon up. But yeah, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time, a lot of money. That money, what I could have used that credit card to better my salon. And gone on a course. I could have done it I could have done like lash extensions. I could have done like the beauty side. I could have invested that £2 in a nails course.
Exactly. And this is what I try to get across to people. Like, you know, the first woman who I made the FM World video for, because I made it for one woman initially, and that's where it went from and got shared around. She went away after watching that video, and she invested in doing like she did a lash lift course. She did a no needle lip course. Yeah, she actually, I mean, the money that she probably would have ploughed into FM World goods and ended up under her stairs, she actually put it into, and she was taking clients. And when I went to her for my lash lift, she was charging £15. That was just an introductory offer because she was still in her training stage. But she had a book full of clients. Just from that training. She didn't need to spend, you know, years on anything. She just went and did a beauty course, probably a couple of months of training, and then she was able to earn money. And this is what I try to get across to ladies. You know, they've got this idea that they join this pyramid scheme, when really, use that money that you were going to waste, put it into a course and earn real money. You know, learn to do something that people want. And you're dead right. You could have used that £2 to, and this is why it's such a cautionary tale, because you were there acknowledging, like, bloody hell, I pissed £2 up the wall on crap. I mean, what even happened to that makeup in the end? Did it just end up in a drawer somewhere?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I think you gave some of your mum, like the cleansers and that.
Yeah. Same as the FM ladies who've got the FM World in their garages, boxes full of perfume in their garage that nobody wants. You know, can't sell it.
It'll just go off.
It'll go off. Of course it will. No. They couldn't sell it when they were in. They can't sell it after. But, you know, and this is what happens, because the reality is nobody's interested in overpriced makeup. Not in this climate. No, who's even wearing makeup at the moment? We can't even go on a bloody night out to do all your really extravagant stuff. So realistically, you know, there's nobody's got any money.
Christmas.
Nobody's got anywhere to wear the makeup to, right? Nobody's got it, and they're there pushing it on people. And the same with these bloody overpriced skincare products and the business bombshells. You know, these companies, they're not insane. Do you know what? They know the reps are buying it. They know the reps are the customers, and they know it doesn't matter that no one's wearing it.
Can I just say to you as well, you know, are they promoting it as it's going to change things of the skin and stuff like that? Because a product wouldn't do that. A cosmetic product wouldn't change your skin type. No. The only thing what could change your skin type is a prescription.
They're saying it can help with acne.
Skincare.
They're saying it can help with acne. They've got a woman. There's a picture circulating round. I think it's the business bombshells. I may be wrong, but I do. A woman who had she's had chemotherapy, and she's been rubbing the oil, the PM oil or something in her head or hair or something. Just the most ridiculous things. But they always go on that angle, don't they? That it's gonna help. It's gonna do something. You've got the weight loss products that are apparently, you know. It's nonsense. If you want to lose weight, go for a bloody walk. Take the kids out on the bikes. That's how you lose weight. Go on the kids every day. Yeah. There's these ridiculous weight loss products, you know, TS Life, which I'm working on a video now. These ridiculous, the products are not even scraping the tip of the iceberg with that company. It's nonsense. It's an absolute load of crap. Go for a walk. That's going to lose you weight, not a drink. Anyway, I want to hear more about your experience, because you've gone through Younique now. You've 2 years. 2 years. You've, I guess, earned nothing.
No, earned a bit probably, but that just not a fraction to pay off my credit card debt.
Didn't even debt chair for Titanic. How about recruiting? Did you get any ladies in? Oh no. Did you try?
Yeah. You should. I did get probably got about 5 ladies in, but obviously I don't know, you get politics, don't you, and stuff like that. It just fizzled out. Everybody left, went their separate ways and that.
And what status did you manage to reach? Your top status?
Got to blue status.
Oh, that's impressive. But I guess
blue
that
status.
Was your credit card did that for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Your own
and a
status.
lot of girls do it. Yeah.
I know. I've heard.
A lot of girls do it. Let me just shut the door. Hold on a minute.
So yeah, they do. I've heard this a lot, buying the statuses. The FM ladies who have been in touch with me, buying the promotions, paying. I mean, there's no logic to it either, because the money that they're going to get back in the commissions is not as much as what they're paying to meet the promotions. And this is a psychological component. It's almost like the reward, the stars, wow, she smashed it, coming up on your sort of Uplines Facebook page. That's almost a reward in itself. They want that. They want that praise. And this is all down to the fact that they probably feel bad about themselves, and they just need somebody. It transcends money. They just want to be told that they're amazing, because they haven't heard that for such a long time.
That's it.
And this is the psychological component, and it's chasing that, constantly chasing that praise, chasing that recognition, because, you know, like you're saying, you're at home, you're surrounded by your makeup, you've got your kids screaming, but suddenly pops up on Facebook, this superstar Katie, she reached blue status, everyone tell her she's amazing, and then you get 100 people in a comments feed telling you how amazing you are. That's going to feel good. That's going to feel good for a person who maybe you haven't spoken to another adult in a couple of days, and certainly your kids aren't telling you that you're amazing every day. So I get that, and I get how that can be so addictive as well. So
very addictive.
Exactly. And I imagine, I know with the groups, you would have been part of a community of ladies raising each other up, telling each other how amazing they are. And how was that? How was it kind of when you decided that you were going to have to leave Younique because you were in the red? How did you tell your, I guess, teammates, colleagues, how did you tell them you were leaving?
I just said to him, I was honest with him. I just said, look, I just haven't got the time, and I'm just not happy. Because obviously I never really looked further like Laura's looked. I mean, she's been in it for years, hasn't she? She reached a high position, and she really looked into the company and saw all the negatives and that, which I didn't do. I just sort of said to my girls, look, I'm not happy. I just want out. And to be honest, they were fine. They were fine.
How about your upline?
She was all right, but she went to utility warehouse at the same time.
Of course, you said, you said.
Yeah, she sort of like quit at the same time.
What years were these? What year was this that you left?
When did Younique launch? Was it 2015?
Yeah, I think
it was about 2017 or 2016. I can't remember. I really can't.
I guess that would have been leading to the saturation point of Younique, because I just remember, I think it was in 16, 17 that it just exploded. Seemed like I had got about three ladies on my own personal Facebook selling it. I remember the tutorials going up the news feed. So it was massive, wasn't it? It just seemed to me like, but then I just remember one day it just seemed to disappear. And honestly, until I actually met Laura and she told me that she'd recently left, I thought that Younique was, I'd never hear about it anymore. I said to her, is Younique still going? You're telling me Younique's still going in 2020? Yeah. I thought that Younique I knew that it was still in the world. I just didn't think it was in the UK anymore. I thought just everyone in the UK had kind of realised that it was silly and left. But she said, no, it's still going. There's still the Younique ladies trying to, clinging on for dear life,
still up there. The black statuses are still there. They're still hanging on.
Although how do that? I know. Listen, I've been on our friend Miss Carol's page, and I can see she can suck them in. She's good at getting them recruited because of the way she is. But I can't see how they would. I guess it's like I said in my other video. You sort of recruit 5, but 7 leave, because there has been such an exodus, because it's in massive decline now. Younique is. But so from Younique, did you go anywhere?
I was flitting in and out of different companies.
Yeah, so from Younique, where did you then go?
I can't remember, because I've done that many different companies. You get sucked in by the shiny glitter syndrome, is that the word? Yeah.
I love bombing, isn't it? They tell you how amazing you are, and you're sort of addicted to that. So
yeah, I think that's what it is. Because I don't think, I love my partner. He's amazing, and he's a really good. He's a good person, but he's not one of these who doesn't show much affection. So I think you get it from other people, and you thrive off it, and you want more of it.
Yeah, it's different when a man says it as well, and when you've got a whole bunch of women saying it. You're kind of fellow women telling you, because I know it's a lot. It is fakery, but particularly, when you become a mother, it's difficult to make friends. It's difficult to sustain a large group of friends. You might have the odd mum friend here and there. It's difficult to sustain friendships with people who you might have had before kids. And you just don't hear nice things, every day. Everyone's kind of tired and whatever. And I mean, you can't do it now, but conversations consist of sitting in the wacky warehouse for 2 hours. You don't get raised up, you don't get told you're amazing ever,
No.
So when you suddenly got a whole bunch of women like, oh babes, you're smashing it. Wow, really? Oh
yeah.
And this is how I see people who are already in MLMs getting poached, I guess, essentially. Come to my MLM, we'll all think you're amazing. You're not earning your money in your MLM, but our MLM is newer. You could be a founding member of the Business Bombshells or whatever else. And then there's another one, and it's just the same old crap all over again. Because you don't have a big following. You are not going to be able to suck people in if you're not the kind of where. And you don't need to be the most beautiful. You don't need to be the funniest. I mean, look at Carol Reeves, for example. She just gets on camera. She's got a bubbly personality and she gets them in. And that's what you need. And if you're too sort of shy to get on camera and do that, it's going to be very, very difficult to suck in people.
Yeah.
You're just going to end up sending the cringy messages out that nobody responds to. And your best bet is going to be to find somebody in a more sort of downtrodden position to you that you can shower with love and suck them in too, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what it comes down to. So can you tell me some of the kind of MLMs that you went through after Younique?
I did Forever Living, and that was all about faking it till you make it. Yeah. And I just found if you weren't hitting your targets, they weren't interested in you. You were sort of, they didn't get any recognition, and it's just, and I think a lot of them are like that, aren't they?
Well, that's the point. You need to hit. You're not earning them money if you're not hitting your promotions, Kate. You've got to earn them money, else you're pointless. The whole point of you is to feed the pyramid. And if you are failing to feed the pyramid, then you are irrelevant. You are pointless. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why you'll get praised. When you feed the pyramid, you will be praised. When you don't feed the pyramid, you will not be praised. So that's how it goes.
The one what really gets to me the most is the one I've just left, which is Acti Labs.
Right.
And I did quite well with Acti Labs.
Okay.
And 1 month I put through about £400, and that's quite good there is for an MLM, because Acti Labs is quite saturated. A lot of people.
Is it?
Acti Labs there's quite a few people in Acti Labs. That's gone a bit up there now. It was a bit down there, but now a lot of Younique presenters gone over. It's it's up there. Everybody's joining it and that. And I remember I think I put £400 sales through 1 month, which is quite good, and good for me anyway.
Was that all customers?
Customers, yeah. That's customers.
I know that there are popular products in Acti Labs, like the weight loss stuff, isn't it? That's going to appeal to you because everyone wants to lose weight, and they've got this whole thing of like, oh, it's all clinically proven. Look, we've got all these kind of experiments that take place to prove it. So
and I got no praise at all off my upline. And I don't know if it's because I didn't hit the targets, like the promotion, I don't know, but that really, really pissed me off because I'd worked hard. I'd worked so hard and talking to people, and I just felt very, very deflated.
Right.
I got no recognition off or anything. And I like to be praised, and I think that's a woman thing.
That's the whole point of the MLMs. Of course we did like being praised. Do you know what? The whole point of it, and if your upline at Acti Labs was failing to praise you appropriately, then it's like, well, let me find another MLM that is going to praise me in a way in which I'm going to appreciate. So continue what you're saying. So you weren't getting any praise from your upline. You've made a £400 worth of sales. That's amazing. And what were those sales mainly in? What were you mainly making those sales in?
It was mainly in the Slim, the Slim product. What you put in water in your sip all day. I mean, I do still use that now because I think it's a very good product. Yeah. But I just won't touch the business. I won't touch it because it's just nah.
Well, this is the
thing. I'm done. I mean, I'm out.
This is the thing. The products in the businesses aren't, and I reiterate this again and again. They aren't bad quality, and they're not necessarily crap. Even the Younique makeup wouldn't have been bad quality. It just wouldn't have been. It probably wasn't up there with MAC. No. But these products have to be good quality, because if they're not good quality, you're not going to convince anyone really. So the problem isn't the products. The problem is the business model, the predatory business model. That's the problem here.
Yeah.
Now, when you were in Acti Labs, what sort of women were in Acti Labs with you? Was it women like you? What kind of it was? It the usual kind of? What were your peers like?
A lot of young girls, not older ladies. It was mainly young girls, and I found like in the groups, like the chat groups, it was very, very cliquey. and you were ghosted a lot. Like you'd ask a question and they'd ignore you, and it'd make you feel like shit. It really would, because it's like you put this what's the word I'm looking for? They put like what's it across, don't they? Like, oh, we women together, we all uplift one another.
Yeah, the usual.
But then you try build relationships up with people in the group. It's like they got their own little cliques, which I think is a bit disheartening.
Yeah,
they're very disheartening, because I think if you're on your own all day and you've got no one, you want friends, and if they're ignoring you, it's not nice.
Were they mothers or just young
community to be in?
Were they young mothers or just young?
Some young mothers, like some, just a mixed bag really, but not many older ladies. It was mainly like probably women in the 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, I don't really know a great deal about Acti Labs, because it's just not been one of the ones that's particularly come onto my radar. As far as kind of like the management side, how did the products turn up and stuff? Was it all? Did you ever have any issues with refunds or anything?
No refunds. Like I say, the products are brilliant.
Yeah.
But it's just the people in the organisation.
That would be your main criticism.
Yeah. Try and think. I know your upline isn't supposed to be your best friend, but they're supposed to be there to support you.
Yeah.
And I went through a really bad. It was at Christmas time. I went through a really bad time with my ex-father-in-law.
Right.
I'll say it, I'm not bothered. My ex-partner won't mind me saying it, but my ex-partner's been part of it, historically abused by his dad.
Oh no.
And I went through a really, really rough time. And my upline never messaged me once to see if I was all right. And that's me.
So the father-in-law, this paedophile, this disgusting bastard.
Yeah.
And nobody. Yeah, no, I understand.
Because I told my upline about it, and she's never messaged me or anything to say if I'm all right, or do you want me to help you with your business or anything like that. I said I'm going to put my business on hold a bit. And she's like, oh, that's awful. And that was it.
And you've just recently left Acti Labs. How long ago did you leave?
Probably this week.
Wow.
I've left.
So you've only just recently
the whole situation in the group, like no one's speaking to you, and then how Jane's treated me, she's not been she's not been very what's the word I'm looking for, sympathetic at all with me. And I've not been putting on my Facebook about what's happened, but I've been putting like, I'm really down today, I'm really depressed. And she's never messaged me once and said, is everything all right? Nothing.
She just couldn't be bothered. And you were earning her money. You were selling.
And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm a mortgage here. I'm a mortgage.
She doesn't want to be your
friend.
The one company that you were actually succeeding in, the one company that you were actually making money in. And you know what? That is so, I mean, if that doesn't tell you everything about why somebody stays in a company, I don't know what will. You've got the companies that you were earning nothing, that were getting you in debt, and you were earning no money, but you stayed in there because of how everyone was treating you.
Yeah.
But the one company that you were actually succeeding in financially, the one that you actually had.
Yeah, I'm quite vocal on my Facebook.
But it's just so ironic that the one company that actually had half decent products, that you were actually able to sell, that you were actually able to earn instant commissions with, and be worthwhile to actually be with the company, you left because of the way that the community was treating you.
Yeah, shocking.
That just proves, I mean, I know it's only your story, but that just goes to show how people are brainwashed in. Isn't even the money, it's the network, the community, the love bombing, oh, you're amazing. And when you're not getting that, it doesn't even matter if you're earning money, because that's not what a lot of people are even getting involved in this for in the first place. And you were there because you needed that recognition. They didn't give it you, so I'm see ya. I'll go to somewhere that will give me recognition.
Yeah.
And that is just.
I've only been recognised once, and that was only once in about a year. Just recognised once.
Wow.
That was it.
Oh, this is what it's like. So that you've been Juice Plus, Younique, several others. Then last of all, you're in Acti Labs, and have you, apart from the obviously you must have made some instant commissions in Acti Labs.
Yeah.
You have come away with debt and no savings.
Yeah. No.
And you are now, I guess, rebuilding your life.
Yeah, because I'm obviously, I work for a big corporate company. I work at Bet365. I had to give all my hairdressing up. Right. And but now I've got my head. I mean, I've gone through a lot over these past couple of months or so, and I'm going to go back into my hairdressing again.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm going to go back mobile again. Yeah. And then I'm going to have a salon in a couple of years' time when the kids have grown up.
Do you know what? Honestly, it's honestly mobile hairdressing when people have got kids, isn't it? Because but no, that's brilliant. So you are now obviously going to rebuild your life. You're going to get back into your career, your profession.
Yeah.
And this is, you've got to rise now from the ashes of MLMs.
Yeah, I feel like I've just wasted. I was on my phone all the time, the usual things, what people are like, not spending time with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just really sad. Just sad, isn't it? Just really sad. It is.
Yeah, this is the tragedy.
I know I can rise back up again.
It's when the damage that you will eventually that £2,000 will be paid off, but you will never get that time back with your kids. You will never be able to take back all the time.
No.
When you said to your kids, I'm working, leave me. You'll never get those evenings back where I guess you were where they wanted a story and you were preoccupied by whatever MLM was pinging away on your phone. But Kate, you're not the only one. You are by very, very far the only one. I mean, this is the same story that comes out over and over and over again. It's always the same story. The tragedy is it's not just financial. The financial part is probably for most people the easiest part to get over because it's just money in the end. Money can be earned. But you cannot repair your mental health so easily. You cannot repair your children's mental health so easily. And you cannot get that time back. You cannot click your fingers and get your salon back. You cannot click your fingers and unalienate or unpiss off all the people that, you alienated all those times. And this is a cautionary tale, isn't it? Really? Yeah. And what would you say now to anybody who is considering getting involved with a network marketing? What would be your advice?
Just say don't do it. Go and find something you love to do. Find a hobby. There's loads of stuff out there what people can do, but don't waste your money. Don't waste your money.
I always waste my money.
Yeah.
I would waste.
You waste bloody mum's money. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd say to people, have a really good think. Look into the company. Look into the background of the company. Yeah. I just wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
And look for other opinions.
I'd tell them my experience. I'd tell them. I'd say,
Come on, listen, this is what's happened to me. I mean, this is your experience. You are telling people your experience now. And they need to listen to people like you. And this is why I am now saying to people that I want to sort of once a week, I'm hoping that I can get somebody, you know, in your position to come on and talk about what happened to them, because only when we get all the voices out, only when we get voices out, more and more voices of people in your position out there for people to learn the reality, will people start waking up. Because not everyone wants to make a video, and I get that. Not everybody even wants to come on a video with an obscured face. They're that kind of unconfident. And it is more confident ladies like yourself who are prepared to come out and say, no, I'm going to say what happened to me. But you know what? Every time a rep who has a story to tell like yours sees somebody like you with the balls to sit there and say, do you know what? I'm going to say what happened to me because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. They get that bit more confidence to come forward and do it. And this is what I want to say. Anybody who sees this, if you have a story you want to share on my channel, you can have your face obscured, you can have your voice altered. I will allow you to allow anybody to come on my channel and talk like Kate has, talk like Becky last week or Laura the week before. You just get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. Anybody, come get in touch with me on my Miss Bonley Facebook page, and we'll organise a time and date. I don't go straight into it. We chat for a bit on Zoom first, didn't we, Kate? We chatted for a bit, went through it all. It's not you're straight on, you're live, press play. Then you can watch the video back. I'll blank his face out if it comes. We'll watch the video back, and you tell me if you want to take it out. It's not. Has this been scary for you, Kate? How has this experience been for you?
No.
Telling your story.
Coming on here, and I'm not scared. I put a post on Facebook yesterday and told I'll screenshot you the message. I'll screenshot you what I put on Facebook. You'll piss yourself laughing. Because I just said it how it was. I just said my upline's been shit. This and that. I've just said it how it is, and people are like loads of comments, people coming on, oh, sorry for your experience and blah 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 blah. Other network marketers, oh, my company's not like
that. Company's better. Why don't you join us?
Come on.
Oh yeah, right. You're gonna make a load of sales in there. God, you got another credit card?
I looked on her profile, and she's an orchard, which is like an high position. But I'm thinking, just wait till you leave, then you'll see the nasty side of MLM. Because you'll give you loads of shit if you leave.
The FM, I mean, what the FM bullying is, they're the ones that go on the business pages and give the 1-star reviews to family members. No, it's really bad. But the problem is with FM now is because it's tipping over into decline, as Younique was. That's why the Younique got so nasty, because they started seeing everyone leaving. They're not recruiting as many as who's leaving. That's when they turn really nasty, and that's basically what's happening with FM now. So God, steer clear of that one now. But no, I'm really glad that you've eventually seen the reality. And you're willing to tell others. To say to others, do you know what? This is what happened to me. Don't make the mistakes I've made, because this could happen to anybody. Yeah. I was a business owner. I owned my own business. I had a hair salon, and I got sucked into this crap. And now I've got to rebuild my life after how many years? How many years have you been doing MLMs?
Well, it's 2000, about 6 years, isn't it? Yeah, 6 years.
Hell. So 6 years of, debt.
Chasing something. Yeah, chasing trying to be something. And it's not me going into people's inboxes and sending cold messages. It's not me at all.
No,
making a list of 100 people. Oh, no, I could be arsed.
No, it's so cringe. It was probably why well, it's not that the ones who do well are the ones who groom people in, isn't it? You groom people in, hi babes. And if you aren't that person, and you're not able to be transformed into that person, you can't be transformed into that person, then you're not going to succeed. And I don't care what MLM it's in. Eventually you deplete your kind of more normal people, and when you're still trying to get up there, all that's left is the vulnerable ones, the ones that need the money, the ones that need the friends, the ones that need the recognition, the low self-esteemers. That's who's in. And this is a cautionary tale. And I appreciate so much that you've come on today. Is there anything else that you want to get out there now? Because this is your time now. If there's anything else you want to say to people.
This is
just don't waste your money, don't waste your time, because you'll never get that back. If you've got young kids, you know, you'll never get that time back.
Get through the kids.
You just won't. Don't waste your money, and don't waste your time. They try and tell you, you know, like, you're doing this for your kids. You'll realise this when you become successful, but no, just stay away.
Get through the toys. Get rid of the toys.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry.
No, I've given them a sufficient amount of evil to come out of that room and go back downstairs now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lovely. No, we've been up against it. We've been up against it. This is it. Let's get harder and harder. Just want to get them back in school. Right then.
I know.
Okay,
I'm ready to scream. Yeah.
I'm going to go back down to the madhouse downstairs now, where there's going to be a bombs hit it. And yeah, till next time, anyone get in touch with me. Come on my channel and tell your story.
Yes. Brilliant.
I appreciate
loved
you.
It.
Brilliant. I appreciate you so much. We're not going anywhere, are we, Kate? We are getting rid of these schemes from the UK, and we're not shutting up.
Yes.
And in the summer, when restrictions are lifted, we are taking it all the way to Parliament, and we are demanding full, out and out ban MLM business model. We want it gone out of the UK. It's already illegal in several other countries. There is no place for it in the UK anymore. You are not having the money from the vulnerable anymore. We are not sending our DLA and our child benefit to millionaires anymore. It ends.
No.
So
exactly.
Kate, I've loved having you on. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you in the group. Bye.
Yes. Thank you so much. See you.
No, you're very welcome. Bye.